What's up, YouTube? So another GME and AMC update. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna do what happened during the day, my daily outlook. And then I'm gonna go on a higher time frame. So I'm gonna start on the 5 minute, and then I'm gonna go to higher time frames. Yeah. So today, it wasn't looking too good, and you can see we're kind of creating, this kind of head and shoulder pattern. With this being the neckline, because we kind of lost this support here. We're using a support, went down, kind of was trying to build support again and rejected, lost it. But this isn't necessarily bearish. I've seen head and shoulder patterns, not play out to the downside, multiple times. It's we have targets up at $100. If this is a failed head and shoulders, you would take the measured. Actually, you can measure it all the way down here. Put it on the top of the right shoulder. And you have targets at around $100 and $110. So we do want to see support coming soon. We do want to see a bounce. Maybe we can come down to even $17, $16, and it's not necessarily bearish. So yeah, also again, if we could, this could be happening as well. So this could be our. Oh shit. So if we want to go kind of like Wyckoff, method. So we have, let me draw this real quick. All right, so we have our trend short. We come into distribution. And this is the spring. So you want to come below the distribution, take liquidity, and then you can go back into a trend long. So we want to bounce here, at around, at least $17. If we start going below that, it's gets a little iffy there. But if we hit $17, even if we just bounce here, this could be a spring. It's called a spring. You come out of the distribution, you come back in, and then you start using this as support, and you bounce up. So if we start using $17 as support, this isn't necessarily bearish action. Let's see. So yeah, volume has been declining, and we want to see more volume come in. So preferably we bounce $17, $18. And this is a failed a head and shoulders pattern. We can hit targets of $100 and $110. So yeah, that's kind of my GME idea. Let's go to AMC. So AMC, yeah, AMC could see more downside. I have multiple ideas on AMC. So we have again our trend short. We have our distribution, and preferably you don't need a spring. You don't need it. You don't necessarily need to come out of your distribution, but preferably we should have broken out here, and started testing the top of this channel. Now that we've seen this kind of down movement, maybe we do have a spring here at around 420, maybe even lower, maybe $4, and then we're able to moon. But I'm not really favoring that idea because we have something else kind of going on here, this kind of U-shape recovery. Let's see here. Boom. So we have this kind of U-shape recovery going on here. It's it's kind of iffy. It's kind of iffy here. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, you have this kind of U-shaped recovery, and let's just look this up real quick. I mean, this is literally the essence of a cup and handle. I mean, look at this. Yeah, mRNA, U-shaped recovery. I mean, it's the essence of a cup and handle. Yeah, I mean, you can get kind of a V bottom. It's definitely a bullish sign. So if we get a U-shaped recovery, we can kind of, you can see a cup and handle formation here. And let's just do a measured move. If we take the bottom of this to the top, you're seeing like $24. So maybe $20 to $24 can be our next target if we manage to get back to $10. And we see some kind of U-shaped recovery, cup and handle action going on here. So yeah, we could either have this kind of Wyckoff schematic where we have our trend short, we have our distribution, and then now we can trend long. If we do maintain this kind of U-shaped recovery, it's not out of the possibility we could get a cup and handle going forward, something like that. So at the end of the day, this takes time. This could be by the end of next week, for all of this to play out. Now, it's not out of the possibility that we just keep dumping. I mean, and I hate to say that, but it's like you could come down and literally retest this level, and like, yeah, it sucks. I really don't think that's gonna happen, but you kind of, if we break below 432, yeah, you can have this kind of spring action going on, and then come down here to even 350, 370. We're just gonna have to see what happens Friday. Hopefully we get this continuation to this V-shaped recovery type action here. But if we go to our daily time frame, so I think we're kind of done with. We just don't have enough information yet to kind of see what's fully happening. But again, yeah, this is the daily time frame kind of idea. So we have our accumulation. We have our run up in 2021, and we have our climax at 372. So we have this 2-year long descending channel. This is our distribution. So we have our trend long distribution fall through the ice, and we really dumped here, and then we retested it, and then started showing signs of weakness, and finally bottomed at 242. And now we broke out of this kind of descending wedge. So this is the game plan. And if we do see this U-shaped recovery, this will be really, really good. So we came up, went into the channel, got rejected by the channel. Now we're building support. So we want to see something like this, right? So even if we come back and retest, $7, it's still extremely bullish. We just need to get back into this channel, because this is major support. This is we were in this channel for 2 years. Let's measure this real quick. So just from here all the way to the dump. So this was 813 days. I mean, that's quite a bit of time. That's quite a bit of time. So 813 days, and then we rejected it. So if we manage to get back into this 2-year channel, this is what happens in a Wyckoff schematic. You have a trend long, you have distribution, you have a trend short, and then you can trend long again. And it's taken us 3 years. So if we manage to get back to this 2-year channel and are able to use it as support, that's extremely bullish. Now, what would be even more bullish is if we break the top of this channel and use it as support. Okay, once this happens, okay, all bets are off. We are going to the fucking moon. I mean, we are going to $130. We are retesting that level. And if we start using $130 as support, okay, you better hold on. You better hold on to your fucking horses. That'll just be insanity. And why do I mark 115 to 148? Well, we had this channel here, and this is the bottom of the channel, is the top of this initial run up, and then you can see, we kind of retest it here, we retest it here, and we retest it here, and it's a valid level. It's just marking the top of the initial run up back in 2021. So that's just my next zone. We test it here. I mean, it's just my next zone of interest. So yeah, 115 to 148. If we start using that as support, I mean, it's just, to me, it just seems like the next logical place to go, right? If we start using this, channel as support, we could even bring this channel all the way up here. I don't know if that makes sense, honestly, because you want to kind of have the top of this initial, I don't know, if we brought it all the way up here, I mean, does that make sense? That's at $20. I mean, I guess that does make sense. $20 is like pretty psychological level. That's just what I hate. These, obviously this channel is not gonna be perfect, and it's not, it is gonna be messy. I guess this does make sense, putting the top of the channel at the top of the initial run, like right there. Because we gapped, as soon as we started trying to use it as support, we gapped down and then just fucking majorly dumped. So I guess that does kind of make sense. So yeah, I mean, if we start using, $16 to $20, as support, we can get these crazy numbers up here. And if we start using that channel as support, we can get even more crazy numbers, because literally what could happen is you could get this another Wyckoff schematic, which I put on GME, which you can start seeing on AMC. Need to start going to the daily. So this is GME's game plan, right? This chart is so bullish, I can't even stand it. I mean, this is a 3-year-long bull flag. 3-year-long bull flag. This chart is so bullish, I can't even. I can't even, man. And this is what really makes sense. Is what I was talking about with on GME on the 5-minute chart, where I was talking about this failed head and shoulder pattern. The neckline right here at $17. If we go to the daily, right, and we have this, this bull flag. If we retest it, where is it at? Where's the retest? $16. So $16 to $17. Because honestly, I didn't even accurately draw this. Like, let's bring this up a little bit. So boom, right there. Where are we at now? 16 to $17. So if we come down and even retest $16 to $17, we're still bullish. We're still bullish. And this, so it really makes sense. We're retesting the bull flag. We have this failed head and shoulders on a 5-minute time frame, and then we just start mooning. We have targets of 100. If you take this flagpole, and you put it at the breakout, I mean, that's $664. I mean, $664 on GME. That's pretty fucking insane. So if we retest $16-17, start using it as support, and we confirm this 3-year-long fucking bull flag, We are going to the goddamn moon. I mean, we are going to the moon. And this is a typical, I mean, this is just, it's insanity. And this is what can happen on AMC. I can tell you right now. Let me delete all this. Is we can literally have the same exact schematic happen on AMC. So this trend long, after we break this channel, so we break the channel, we chop around, maybe we make some kind of pennant, we go up, and then we have another distribution phase and a continuation. Okay, obviously obviously we're not gonna get the fucking $7,000 per share. Okay, I'm sorry, that's just like, I don't even know that's even possible. Like, they'd have to put trillions of dollars into this at that point. But you know what I'm saying, we can get some crazy numbers, right? So we go up, we test 130, and then we can get some crazy numbers. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. Yeah, so that's the AMC game plan. Okay, do I think we're gonna get to fucking like $5,000 per share? Okay, I don't. At that point, I just have no idea. Okay, that's above my pay grade. All right, I really don't think that's gonna happen. So, yeah, GME idea. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Okay, so GME idea. Head and shoulders failed. We want a failed head and shoulders pattern, and we want support in this area, a retest of this three-year long bull flag, and then again, as I said, you have your flagpole. So you have your flagpole, and then you put your flagpole as when the breakout occurs, and you have like $600 to $18. I mean, it's like you could see very crazy numbers happen on GME, very soon. So just buy and hold on for dear life. It's not financial advice, but this chart is still extremely bullish. Still extremely bullish, and also if you take this fractal, how do you do fractals on here? I forgot. Bruh. I forgot how to do fractals, bro. Anyways, it's not really necessary, but you can see. Let's do a fib on this for the initial breakout. Measure from here. Maybe we should add more levels. Wait, these are all above 3. Whatever. So we had a 113. Let's delete this. Let's measure the percent from here to here. So that was 92%. All right. So we have 92%. Let's take a measurement from the peak here down. Where does 92% take us? Wait, what? Bro, hold on. Now am I tripping? 91, 92%. So we have 65 to 18. Interesting. I mean, we can compare this fractal. It's pretty similar. So you have your initial breakout, you have a substantial retrace, retest the bull flag, then moon. Yeah, and you can see the schematic. You know, we have this. So we have this creek, and then you have explosive volume up thrust, break of the channel, and then we should retest this top of this distribution. Yeah, but that's essentially AMC GME plan. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to be said. You know, I think AMC can easily hit 130 bucks. I think GME can see crazy numbers. You know, at least like 200s. And I really don't think that this thing's over yet. So I'm just gonna buy and hold. You can do whatever you want to do, but I want you to look at this. We had, so when the initial run up happened, we had explosive volume, and then we waited, boom, second volume came in. So the same thing should be happening here. Is, you know, we saw an extreme amount of volume come in. You know, like, that's just insane. Look at the volume compared to this. So much more volume came in. So we should be waiting just for more volume. So we should see, you know, maybe volume decrease, but we should be building support, and then an explosive amount of volume comes in to, you know, push us above, you know, the $17, $18 mark, and we should be able to use that as support. But yeah, I really don't think this thing's over. I think once we start breaking these levels, we can start seeing crazy numbers. But, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, this is gonna happen tomorrow, this is gonna happen next week. You know, we could be here for a while. So, you know, I'm just gonna be buying and holding, and yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully something crazy happens tomorrow.